You are now listening to the Q&E Podcast.
Is this what you want? Huh? Is this what you want? Well, come and get it, goddammit!
Y'all already know the vibe for this episode, man. My man is back in the league. I'm ready to take over once again. Hey, let's turn up the Y'all know the vibe, man.
My boy is back in the league.
Y'all already know the vibes this episode, man.
He's not where I wanted him to be, but he's somewhere, and that's all that.
In a perfect position right now, man. Yesterday, I had a lot of feelings on this. When I first heard the news, it was a lot of feelings. It hit me all at once. But it's been a day since the news dropped, and it's all settled in. I love the fit, man. But let's just get into these topics. So if this is your first time listening to the Q&E Podcast, this is the Q&E Podcast. My name is Quincy Hicks. That's my boy Edgar Martin. What's up with y'all? That's good. If this is your first time, we are primarily a sports podcast, but we also talk about entertainment, music, film, man. Whatever you want, we got current events, all that, man. So definitely keep checking out our podcast. We appreciate y'all. So let's dive into this Cam Newton news, man. Edgar, let's get your reaction. Cam Newton to the Patriots. First reaction.
I was happy. I was like, what? Cam back in the league? I'm in the middle of bowling with my friends, good vibes everywhere anyway. And then I get the news that he back in the league. My phone ding. I'm like, oh, snap. Like, the league ain't ready. They ain't ready for my dog. We remember this dude was in the gym. He was like, they gave up on me. And I was
with
like,
the gospel in the back.
That's all I could think about. My dog said they gave up on me, but he back. He with a vengeance. He finna show the whole league. Y'all let me sit out for this long? Bet. Watch what I do now that I'm back. But my second reaction was I was upset because he didn't go to Atlanta. But it's okay, though. It's okay. This is all a part of my plan. This is all part of my plan for Cam to go to Atlanta. It's going to happen.
We're going to dive into that later. We're going to dive into your plan later.
This is just a stepping stone into that plan. That's all that is.
Man, my first reaction to the Cam news, man, I was surprised. I was literally surprised. The fit made perfect sense. I wasn't surprised because the quarterback room was Jarrett Stidham and Brian Hoyer. Cam Newton is obviously taking over that quarterback room. But it's the fact of it's the Patriots. Are they going to let Cam be Cam? Because Cam is a big personality, man. And we know the Patriots system. They want you to be like boring and like systematic, really conform to the system. So are they going to let Cam be Cam? That was my first reaction. And who is he going to throw to? Because we seen Brady last year, and he really didn't have a lot of weapons like that. He had Edelman, yeah. Sanu was on and off, but everybody else was like a hit or miss. So that was another thing. But I've seen Cam work with less. He never had a wide receiver in Carolina. Other than Steve Smith, his first couple of years, that was it, man. It was really hit and miss in Carolina. So when all of that sunk in this morning, I woke up in a great mood, man. In the league for the Patriots, playing for the greatest coach of all time. I really cannot believe it, bro. I really cannot believe it. So the fit is perfect, man. So
I wasn't worried about the receiver thing, though, because at least not right now, like not right off the bat. I wasn't worried about that because it's like you said, we seen Brady, like when he doesn't have the receivers that he needs, we get to really see how well Brady plays throughout the game. But what Cam has always had that Brady has never had, the legs, the dual threat.
The legs, the knees.
So even if you ain't got no number one receivers, some decent, solid number two receivers plus your legs, and you still in shape. And that old line, shout out to Isaiah Wynn. Isaiah
from the bird.
You finna protect Cam Newton with your life. I already know. So with that old line right there, some decent receivers, no number ones, but some decent ones, and you got your legs still, man, Cam in the perfect situation. And they're going to change, like you said before the pod, they're going to change the system to fit him. They're not going to try to make Cam fit a system that ain't designed for him.
That's what I was just about to say, man. It's not going to be a Tom Brady check down system, dip and dunk the Edelman. It's really going to be ground and pound. So Sony Michel, Burkhead, James White, they're going to get that work. It's going to be a lot of bootleg action with Cam, a lot of RPO with Edelman on the slant, N'Keal Harry. I'm excited for this season, bro. I'm so happy that he went to the Patriots now.
The third and fourth down conversion percentage is going to skyrocket this next season because Cam is going to get you those 3rd and 5s. Like when you can't throw the ball in, like let's say they're having a drive down the field and his passes just ain't falling. If you need a 3rd and 5, he can run and get you that on the RPO. You know what I'm saying? Or 4th and 1, you know he pounding through there. And
he over the top with it.
He over the top with it, exactly. So I ain't worried about none of that. For percentages finna go up for 3rd and 4th down conversions, and it's finna be a whole new lifestyle in New England that we ain't never seen before.
And just to piggyback off your point, man, their red zone percentage last season was like middle of the pack. It was 15th last year, which really isn't like the Patriot way. They're usually like tops in the league in converting on the red zone opportunities. But with Cam Newton now, man, like you just said, with the legs and with the arm strength and the ability, it's like we always know Cam in the red zone, man. It should be 6 on the board, man. That easy. It should be 6. Pray for nothing but health for Cam. Knock on wood, nothing but health for Cam Newton, man. If he stays healthy, if he stays healthy, oh geez.
I ain't gonna say Super Bowl, but definitely a very successful season.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm not even tripping about the Super Bowl thing. I'm not even putting that expectation on a Cam.
I ain't doing that.
If they have a strong season, I'm happy. I just want Cam to do his thing. I'm a Cam fan. I just want to see Cam succeed. I don't give a damn about the playoffs, but if Cam get a good season, we good.
Because everybody know, like, if you've been listening to the past NFL episodes that we done had, I've been saying the AFC East is going to be taken over by the Bills. The Bills, I still feel that way even when Cam going to New England. The Bills are going to be the number 1 seed in the AFC East. They are still going to be that. Josh Allen is going to still shock y'all. Even though he got to play Cam twice, he's still going to shock y'all. Because what have they been saying about Josh Allen? He basically Cam Newton 2.0. Not as athletic, not nowhere near as athletic, but you see it in him. You see that ability to turn into that. So do I think the Bills are still going to be the number 1 seed in the AFC East? Yes. But do I think the Patriots are still going to be dead last in the division now? No. They can definitely be the 2nd or 3rd seed in that division now. I see
them winning the AFC East, bro. I will put you all the way up until this point when they got Cam, bro. Really, my opinion on the Patriots is really going to go out the window. This is going to be nothing but bias from here on out. I want you to expect that from here on out. It's going to be nothing but bias with Cam, bro. It's going to be nothing but bias with Cam on the Patriots. I got them going to the playoffs. Like I said, I don't see a Super Bowl, but I got them going to the playoffs and winning the AFC East, man. I will put that expectation on them.
I see playoffs, but I don't see them winning the division.
Yeah. And I was looking at their schedule yesterday. They got some hard games. They got Kansas City. They got Baltimore. San Francisco, if I remember correctly, is on their schedule. So they got some tough games. But you're playing in the AFC East. You know, you got the Dolphins, even though the Dolphins are getting better. They're still the Dolphins. You got the Jets. They look like they really haven't improved either. So those should be 3-4 wins right there on the schedule. And I've seen some other winnable games as well. So, hey, like I said, the playoffs shouldn't be that bad for the Patriots, man.
They definitely going to make it. They're definitely going to.
Yeah, I think they're going to make it as well. But one of my issues with this Cam Newton topic, and it's funny because we talked about this off the pod before about the whole Boston racism stereotype, I want to say. And that was one thing that really tugged at me too when I heard him going to New England. It was because I'm like, damn, a lot of black players, they don't like that New England environment, that Boston environment. It's a lot of racists out there. So I'm like, I don't know if I like it. If he throws his first pick, I think they going to start ragging on him, you know what I'm saying, and start dogging Cam like he a scrub or whatever over there, calling him a nigga and whatnot. So how do you feel about that? Did that ever cross your mind at all?
I don't really feel like it'll get to that extent because everybody knows how good Cam Newton is. First off, everyone knows how good Cam Newton is, no matter whether you like him or not. And then second off, everybody knows that he hasn't been in the league for an extended amount of time now. He hasn't, even though he's been practicing with other athletes here and there on his own time, he hasn't actually had official NFL practice in a long time. So I think New England fans will understand that. Plus him being with Bill, if he throws his first pick, if we don't see any tension between him and Bill or anything, there's no reason to worry. Like, even though Bill doesn't show emotion, I don't see worry from the fans when it comes to, like, at least not blatant racism, not like that anyway.
Yeah.
we understand the culture of Boston throughout the history when it comes to prominent black athletes in that city, but I don't see it right off the bat. Like, if he throws his first interception, I don't see bashing like that because it's expected. Like, the first interception is going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah. So me and Edgar were talking about this before. It was Torrey Hunter. If you don't know who Torrey Hunter is, he was like a famous baseball player I want to say he played for the Angels. I want to say a decade back, I want to say. And he just came out with a story recently that said, like, the Boston environment and the Boston culture is just, like, real toxic when it comes to black players. So that's something I read that article, and I was like, whoa. And it really opened my eyes to that whole city. So when I heard this about Cam, I was like, yeah, I don't know. And it's obviously other players that have said this too. I want to say KG had these comments as well. But it's like, but once you do good, they love you. But, you know what I'm saying, once you throw your first couple of picks, it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? Are they really rocking with you like that? But let's move on to another topic. It was brought up on Get Up Today. They were talking about if the Patriots are better off with Cam than with a Tom Brady right now. Tom Brady, 42, obviously went on to the Buccaneers. But you can see the tension between Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Like, the energy just wasn't there anymore. So do you think they're better off with Cam than with a Tom Brady?
I don't even think it was so much tension between Bill and Tom. I just think it was business is business, and we both understand that it's time to part ways. And I think that's what it was. I think that's what everybody was sensing. Everybody took it as tension as they were headbutting, but they were just two men with a business decision that they both were going separate ways with. I feel like that's really what it was. I don't think it had anything to do with Tom not agreeing with Bill and being mad, or vice versa with Bill and Tom. Like, I didn't see it like that. I just seen it as a business decision that Tom made, and Bill just had to respect. And I don't want to say right now if it's going to be better with Cam or not, because we've seen it just be literally perfect with Brady this whole time. So I don't want to sit here and say it's going to be way better with Cam and not act like the past decade plus with Brady just hasn't existed. I don't want to do that just yet.
Yeah. But I want to just piggyback of what you said. Basically, I think that's why I think Cam they're better off with Cam, because I just think it was just time. Like, Tom Brady wanted something new. I feel like Bill Belichick wanted something new, a new challenge. Like, you know what you're going to get with Brady. You know what you're going to get, that defense. But now you get Cam Newton there who can be an offense unto himself. So it's like a new toy to play with, man. So it brings a new energy into that locker room that you have.
Yeah, the excitement will make it better in that sense. Yes. But as far as like production on wins and like amount of penalties and like all the little things like that, like I want to wait to give my opinion on that. But as far as the excitement and something new and a different challenge that other teams are going to have to get used to now, because even though Bill is damn near unbeatable, once you start playing him more and more, every other coach and player learns him more and more. So that's why they've gotten to the point now where it's like the Patriots dynasty is looking like this. But now that they've gotten Cam, you're right. The excitement will make it go up, and it will also make other players think like, damn, we've never seen Belichick with this type of quarterback.
Exactly.
So, like, just put his mind with Cam's athleticism. That's a whole different beast that we never seen. So I do agree with that.
And it's funny because this offseason, it was obviously going to be a lot of talk of who was more important to the Patriots dynasty. Was it Bill Belichick or was it Tom Brady? So they were going to get compared a lot this season, and it really didn't feel even in a way because Tom was going to such a great situation in Tampa Bay, and Bill was really getting left with some meh and Jarrett Stidham. He still had a good defense, but Jarrett Stidham was really a hit or miss. I feel like it's more even. Yeah, I feel like it's more even now with Cam Newton because obviously it's Cam, and Cam, from what I've seen with these workout videos, look like he's near max health. Like, this is the best health he has been in a long time. He hasn't played. He should be fresh, too. No hits in a minute. Like, he should be completely fresh. So now I feel like the comparisons will come, and they will be even now because now you see him on a more level playing field than before.
I totally agree with that. And I want people to understand, because there's going to be a lot of people out there that now, since Cam has gone to the Patriots, is going to be a lot of Super Bowl or bust people. And I feel like that's how they're going to judge Belichick. Like, not to put it on Cam, but to put it on Belichick. They're going to have that attitude to him. It's like, okay, get to the Super Bowl with this quarterback. Well, no, I don't feel like that's fair. Like, first off, Belichick doesn't need to prove himself anymore. Like, Belichick has cemented himself literally the greatest football coach of all time. Arguably, all of sports, one of the greatest coaches of all time ever. So I don't feel Belichick needs to prove himself anymore to anybody, but I know it's going to be a lot of delusional fans out there that see it as if they don't get to the Super Bowl, then we know Brady the reason that they got there and the reason they won. Like, no, like, let a successful season be good enough.
Exactly. I feel that for sure. I definitely feel that, man. And I'm just ready for the season. Bro. Oh my goodness, I'm just so ready for the season. But like I said before, something I was worried about with the Patriots was their wide receiver core. So could we see some veteran wide receivers pop up on the Patriots roster? Somebody like a Josh Gordon, Antonio Brown. Could we see that? I think we can.
Not 2 times in a row. Not with the Patriots, no. They give you a one chance, and that one chance is over. They give you that one chance and it's over.
Come on, Bill. Bill. I'm talking to Bill Belichick straight up, man. Bill, we need AB. If we get AB in there, then we can really talk about a Super Bowl. We can really
He's not getting that man for a second time. It's not happening.
What about Josh Gordon then?
I wouldn't even want to trust Josh Gordon at this point.
But like, weed is legal.
But he's got a chance. No, see, that's the problem. The fact that it will be legal now, at least for the NFL, like state-wise, that's different. But for the NFL, the fact that he will have the ability to do it now without getting in trouble, I feel like that's going to be a huge problem because what if you smoke too much before the game? You know, like not but just because you can now. Like it's not like you got to sneak and do it and it's only a little bit and you get caught with a little bit. No, they giving you free range now. It's like, go ahead, do it. Smoke before the game. But what if he smokes too much and it affects his game? And then he can sit there and be like, well, I mean, it's not against the rules anymore. But now everybody's sitting there like, come on, bro. Like, see, Josh Gordon with that. I can't.
Yeah. It's all about the responsibility, man. Somebody has said it before, man. It's just all of what you do. You got to know what you're doing. Like, everything in the NFL is a job. So for a job, are you going to smoke right before the game when you know it, your job is on the line? Especially for Josh Gordon, who has gotten in trouble for this numerous occasions. Do you want to still be that guy? Even when it's legal, do you still want to be that guy who doesn't perform even when weed is legal? I think he's still going to perform even with the, you know what I'm saying, legalizing of the weed in the NFL. I think he's somebody who can still perform. Because we've seen it in the 2013 season, even though that was 7 years ago for Josh Gordon. It feels like ages. But that Cleveland season in 2013, I feel like he was smoking then, and he was putting up all-pro numbers. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like
he was 7 years younger.
7
years younger.
That's true too.
That's a way big age difference right now.
Yeah,
super big age.
But I feel like the Patriots definitely still need a joke, man. If that's Martavis Bryant, Dez Bryant, somebody, they definitely need some help in that locker room because I don't know who to trust. Man. For Cam.
I understand.
Like I said, Cam is an officer to himself. But still, you got to get my man.
They just don't need to get AB. They don't need to get that man. Not twice.
Hey.
No, the Patriots do not need to take a chance twice on him.
Hey,
even
you heard, you know.
Picked up, though. I want AB to be picked up because he's been quiet. He's been keeping his head low, and he's just been working out like I told him to do in the beginning. So he's finally listening to the pod, and he's doing what he's supposed to do. So now I don't care if he get on the team. Just don't go to the Patriots because I feel like that's an opportunity that most people only get once. You
know what I've been hearing, bro? He ain't going to the Patriots. He going out there with Tom out there in Tampa.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, yeah. Hold on. Oh, no. So now you got to change your heart now. You got to change your heart.
I just told you. I don't care if you go to any other team. You can't get 2 chances.
No.
You can't get 2 chances with Bill Belichick. Nobody else gets. Tom don't even get 2 chances with Bill. But AB get 2? Nah, bro. Come on now.
You that talented, my G. I'm like, I don't know.
But he's been doing what I've been telling him to do. So if he come to Tampa, I won't be upset. But the first sign of bull, if I catch you doing something to E-board with Gronk that you ain't supposed to do, it's over. It's over. I can't salvage that relationship. Because once you put my franchise in it, I'm a different animal then.
Yeah. Because I was about to say, you had to change your heart, bro, because you used to be like, nah, I don't want AB. You know what I'm saying? You was on that Bruce Arians train. Like, you don't even want him in your locker room.
Like, it was just his energy and his mindset was just, it was terrible, bro. I'm like, you're trying to do rap music right now. Like, you got like baby mama drama that you keep instigating and making worse. Like, you're just, your headspace is not where it needs to be. Your headspace needs to be football right now. So now that his headspace seems to be leaning in the right direction like how it should be, now I'm more willing to say, okay, let him back in the league. We know what AB can do. Make him a starting receiver somewhere.
Yeah, I feel it, bro. But let's have this conversation because Richard Sherman posted a tweet last night that was saying that anybody really could have got Cam. And it was information that came out today that the Patriots were the only team even interested in Cam.
Yeah, that really actually came at him seriously.
Yeah, the ones who only came at him seriously. And like I said, Sherman posted something last night that says it's a lot of quarterbacks that are not better than Cam getting. Are you going to read the tweet?
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm going to read it right here.
You're going to read the tweet.
How many former league MVPs have had to sign for the minimum? I'm asking for a friend. It's just ridiculous. A transcendent talent and less talented QBs are getting 15 to 16 mil a year. Disgusting.
It really is disgusting, bro. Mike Glennon got a $15 million contract. Mike Glennon, bro, is out here getting 15 mil. What has he done? What has he done?
I was like, what? I was like, who is this guy?
That's what I'm saying, bro. When you got quarterbacks like Mike Glennon, Chase Daniels, these backup quarterbacks are getting 15 million, 10 to 15 million now. And the fact that Cam is playing for a $1 million minimum, the minimum, he has incentives into the deal that can get it up to 7.5, if I remember correctly. It can go up to 7.5 million, but still, Cam Newton, former MVP. I know the injuries scare you, man, but dang, $1 million, the minimum? I'm just like Richard Sherman. I'm disgusted. And for all the franchises that didn't get at him, the Jacksonvilles, the Chargers, the Bears, what were you thinking?
Literally, damn near everybody.
Damn near
everybody. It's only like 10 solid teams that didn't need Cam. Other than like what are the other 22 doing? Like, what are y'all doing?
And Cam Newton for that price tag of $1 million, the minimum, all 32 should be interested at that point. If he only playing for the men, I don't think he's taking the men from everybody. I think he's only taking the men for the Patriots. I don't think the price tag was the same for every team. But this situation was just so fit for him. He's seen an opportunity, and that's why he took the men in this situation. But still, under $5 million for Cam is crazy, bro. That's crazy. So, like I said, he's in a perfect situation right now, man. And all the other teams should be disgusted. The Jags, Minshew and Glennon are your top two right now.
I'm sure Cam didn't want to go to Jacksonville.
He didn't want to go there, but I'm still messed up on the fact of what Schefter had said of only one team was interested. Like, that's crazy. And we talked about it. And we talked about it a couple of pods ago, how teams are scared of Cam, scared to sign Cam because they're scared. Once that man walks into the locker room, the persona of Cam, he just looks like he's the guy. So he's going to get the quarterback season competition with afraid, you know what I'm saying, intimidated in a way.
You can't bring him in as a backup and expect him to stay a backup the whole season.
Exactly, man. Because the fans going to start clamoring for Cam, and then the locker room going to start clamoring for Cam because they like, hey, man, former MVP, hey.
That's why I told you about Atlanta. I told you about – y'all think I'm playing. I told y'all if he go to Atlanta, he going to be sitting on the sideline. Matt Ryan going to be playing trash like he usually do until Julio or Ridley save him and they somehow win certain games. But they're going to be sitting there, Cam, and all you're going to hear is Cam, Cam, Cam. And they're going to have no choice but to put him in for like the last 5 minutes of a game that they losing. Cam going to bring them back to almost win the game. And then everybody going to be like, next week on Monday, going to be like, Cam need to be the starter. And then the head coach ain't going to have no choice. They going to talk to the front office and be like, we got to make Cam the starting quarterback. Like, we seen what this man can do. And then the following week, they're going to change Cam Newton to the starting quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons. That's how it's going to happen.
What you said?
That's how it's going to happen. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. I always debunk the Falcons theory of yours because they have so much money tied up in Matt Ryan right now. You looked the contract up the other day. What you say? He got 5 years left on his contract?
Yeah, he got like
crazy.
3 or 4, I think, left on the contract.
3 or 4 years left on his contract. So that's crazy amount of money. That's why I was like, Atlanta could be a good fit. They got the talent, but it's just like that contract of Matt Ryan. If they let him go or trade him, it's just like they're going to have a lot of dead money on the cap. So it was just like, can I realistically see Cam Newton on the Falcons? And I just could never see it, bro. But you're going to get into your theory a little later. I think I got one more topic left before we can get into it. The Patriots punishments. So the Patriots obviously had a scandal in the beginning of the season with the sideline incident. They were recording the Bengals and the Browns sideline earlier this year. Looked like it was really going to be swept under the rug, but yesterday punishments came out that they were fined $1.1 million and they will have to surrender a 2021 third-round draft pick.
This is so funny. Of all games to get in trouble for, they get in trouble for the Bengals and Browns game. Like, everybody knows, other than the Bucks, I like the Patriots. That would be my quote-unquote favorite team if it wasn't for my home team, the Buccaneers. So, but I ain't one of them, the losing no Patriots fans. I'm going to call bullshit where I see bullshit. And the Patriots have had moments where they've been caught cheating. This is one of those moments. But you ever get caught cheating and it's like, damn, you caught me at this moment when you really you should have caught me at this moment. Like, you catch me for stuff that's so petty when you could have caught me for the serious stuff I was doing. Like, it's the fact that you're punishing me for the Bengals and Browns game. A game that means nothing, like, really, when you look at it. Like, because if the Bengals win, who gives a damn? They ain't going to do nothing. If the Browns win, it's like, oh, wow, they actually won a game. You know, so it's like, you caught me looking at that film when you could have caught me looking at the Texans, the Chiefs, the Ravens. Like, you could have caught me looking at a team that actually threatens me. Like, that's crazy.
But that's the funny thing about it, because the cameraman was caught at a Bengals game, I want to say. So they weren't paying attention to the game because they already knew their team was getting clapped. So he paid attention to the cameraman, and that's how everything was found out, bro. Because he knew the Bengals so trash. There's no need to look at this game. Let me find the cameraman over here and let me find out what he's doing. And that's how they got caught, bro. Because the team sucks. So you made a great point there. You made a great point right there.
Crazy to me. That's so
make a great point, bro. And now you can slide into your Atlanta theory on how he will eventually get there.
This is how it's gonna happen. Cam, first off, we already know he getting the starting position. He finna walk in the locker room, finna tell Stedham, whatever his last name is, hey, this is my locker now. I need you to get out of the way. First off, that's the first thing that's gonna happen. Second off, training camp gonna go real smooth. It's gonna look like Belichick and Cam that did this before. That's how smooth it's gonna look when we start seeing training camp videos. They're gonna click mentally right off the rip. First game of the season, he gonna ball out. I'm expecting about 3 touchdowns at least. You know what I'm saying? Cam gonna show out for the first game of the season. And like we both said, instant playoff team off rip. I feel like they're gonna finish second in the division, and everybody gonna see that Cam ain't lost a step. And then with the end of the season approaching and going into the new year after the Super Bowl and everything, when questions start rising on, okay, is Cam going to re-sign with the Patriots, which I think is the least likely option, or is he going to actually go to a team now that the teams are actually looking at him for real, since he has a more recent footage of NFL games? What's going to happen is more teams are going to look and throw out them astronomical numbers, and Cam going to see Atlanta, and he going to be like, Matt Ryan got a little bit more time left, but that's where I'm going to go. And he going to go to Atlanta. He going to take that starting job. I don't know how it's going to happen, but he going to take that starting job from Matt Ryan. He's going to have Todd Gurley in the backfield, Julio Jones, and Calvin Ridley, and the NFC South will once again, after this season, for the second season in a row, be the best division in football.
I'm really speechless because that would be so much money tied up at the quarterback position.
It would.
How would that end up working out?
I feel like it'll work out because Atlanta already built their defense. Their defense already set, at least for the D-line anyway. Now, if they need, I haven't checked their secondary like that, but their D-line and their linebacker solid. So defensive-wise, they straight. I feel like their defensive coordinating and their coaching on the defensive side is straight. Only question is the offense and the quarterback position. I feel like that's the only question mark on the Atlanta Falcons. We know the offensive weapons they got. They just picked up Gurley. Gurley ain't had the best last 1 or 2 seasons, but we know what he can do when he gets the right pieces around him to be able to run the ball. So with that last question mark being on the quarterback position, I feel like why not tie your money into that and experimenting with Cam? because that's the perfect experiment. We already know what it's like doing a lab experiment when you know what the result gonna be.
So having two high-priced QBs when you could really go out and get a corner, you probably can get another offensive lineman. You can probably get another linebacker, probably get another wide receiver. You're gonna sign Cam, who is another high price. And you say they're gonna throw that cheese at him, right?
Actually, I'll change that part. They're not gonna throw the astronomical price because Matt Ryan's still gonna have that money tag on him. So they're gonna throw a decent amount at Cam for Cam to be like, okay, I can do that. Like I can do that. I'm taking the minimum right now. So anything up is a plus right now. So they're not gonna try him with nothing low, but they're gonna give him a decent price to where it's like, hey, we're still paying Matt, but we can give you this. We can definitely give you this. And he gonna head nod that. Plus he going back home.
I was about to say that's gonna be the time. Yeah.
Atlanta. In the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Everybody who's gonna watch this pod gonna be like, damn, Edgar spoke that into existence. Because you know it's gonna happen. You know what's Cam to the Atlanta Falcons. And I'm saying all of this just for us to end up beating the Falcons, even when he get there.
Crazy. If he get there, him and Julio? That's crazy, bro. Him and Julio on the same team would be crazy, bro.
Crazy. We're gonna look at this pod. We're gonna look at this pod next year. Crazy. I'm gonna be like, yep. Called all of it.
We gonna see, bro.
Down to the training camps. I called it.
But it's funny because if Cam plays good this season, like the Patriots have the most cap space in the league next season because they're gonna have Tom Brady money off the books and all that other stuff. So they could easily throw Cam some astronomical numbers next year if he plays well and they see him as the future. So the Patriots could resign him. I don't know how likely it is, but it just depends on how well Cam plays, really. So, yeah. And this is something I wanted to bring up as well. Because a lot of people sleep on Cam, man. I don't think the black community sleeps on Cam because we love Cam. But he's the most polarizing quarterback I personally ever knew. He's the most polarized. Either you love him or you hate him. And I feel like a lot of these white folks really hate Cam. And a topic that I always bring up when I talk to one of these white people is the fact of who is better, realistically, and who is a greater player. Is it Cam Newton or is it Andrew Luck? If you ask somebody who is white or somebody who doesn't like Cam, they will tell you Andrew Luck. But if you ask me, you ask anybody else in the black community, they will realistically tell you Cam Newton. So who would you say first off? Let me get your opinion on who you think is better.
Well, I would say Cam Newton, and I can honestly give you a bunch of reasons on why.
That's what I'm saying, but continue. Yeah.
And it is no shade to Andrew Luck because I like Andrew Luck. I was sad when he retired. I mean, I get it. Like, your health is more important at the end of the day. But I was sad when he retired because it's like, damn, like, I actually like Andrew Luck. But injuries got the best of his career. So it was a talent cut short that we didn't get to see fulfilled. But the reason why I say Cam is better, one, he's a way better dual threat than Andrew Luck. Two, his locker room presence is just – he makes you feel like you already one of the boys. Like, he makes you feel like you just in his inner circle as soon as he walks in the locker room. Like, his energy, his presence, his charisma, like, it's all there. And another reason I'll say I like Cam better is just his pure athleticism, like making the throws off of the back shoulder, taking hits that other quarterbacks can't take, you know, being able to get those 3rd and 5s or those 4th and 2s that somebody like an Andrew Luck, who is just not built like Cam, can't make. You know, in the deep ball, I feel like his deep ball is more accurate. Andrew Luck can throw a deep ball as well, but I feel like Cam's is more accurate because his arm is just stronger. You know, so those are the reasons why I put Cam Newton above Andrew Luck. Plus, something that I like about Cam that a lot of people, like, whether they're just white people or whether they're people who just hate Cam, is attitude. You know, his attitude is a big reason, honestly, why a lot of people don't like Cam.
Exactly.
Like, Cam can give you that swag at the QB position that you're not really supposed to have. Like, everybody that knows the quarterback position, you're the leader of the team. You're supposed to be the most mature. You're supposed to be the most professional at press conferences, blah, blah, blah. We're seeing with Lamar Jackson what we've already seen with Cam Newton. The fun quarterback, the I got jokes at the press conference quarterback, the I'm a show off in the middle of the game and dance in the end zone quarterbacks that don't usually do that stuff.
And bro, and the funny thing about it is Cam really opened that door so Lamar Jackson could run, because when Cam was doing it, these folks was hating Cam for that. You feel what I'm saying? But when Lamar do it, oh, it's fun now. You feel what I'm saying? So Cam really opened the door. Cam was getting hate for it, and now Lamar is getting love. So that's funny that you bring up that point, man. So I definitely agree with you.
A lot of positions that you normally don't see dance and all of that, they're dancing. You're seeing kickers dance now. Like, you're seeing quarterbacks that we don't usually see act certain ways. Like, every quarterback celebrates, but it's usually the generic fist pump, the fist jab, jump up the linemen's. Like, no, like, quarterbacks are actually like showing out, doing stuff now. And it's like, you've seen that 4 to 5 years ago with Cam. So what made y'all suddenly want to get into that now? It's like Cam been doing it. You know, Cam been giving you that excitement. I think a lot of people who are used to just white-collar professionalism quarterbacks, they hated that about Cam. Especially that season they went to the Super Bowl, because it's like, damn, he winning and he talking his shit. Oh, yeah, they hated that. They hated that about Cam. Because you couldn't stop. And he told people, he was like, y'all want me to stop dancing? Keep me out of the end zone. Until then, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep dabbing. I'm going to keep dancing. I'm going to keep doing whatever till you keep me out the end zone. And they hated it. They couldn't say nothing. They couldn't say anything about it.
Yeah. But I agree with you, man. The big reason why most people, or why people don't like Cam, is definitely the attitude, man. Like you said, he doesn't come with the professional, quote-unquote professional attitude. Sometimes he storms off after a game. It is what it is, but are we supposed to take, or it's usually after losses, because obviously after a win, you're not mad. So after losses, are you supposed to take losses well? Why can't he just be a sore loser? Like, damn, why can't he just soak in peace? Like, everybody has a comment, whether it's how he dressed, his attitude, how he talks. It's just something that's always a problem with Cam that it wouldn't be with other quarterbacks.
But it's like, with that, I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of the first people to say you can't be a sore winner and a sore loser. So I am one of the people to say that, hey, if you lose, man, just chalk it up. Don't storm off the field. Don't do all that. Like, because when you win, like, you be rubbing it in everybody else's face. So get your face rubbed in sometimes when you take the L. So I will say that. Now, I don't like when he's a sore loser. Even if you hate losing, don't be a sore loser. Because Jordan was never a sore loser. He was a sore winner. He was going to rub it in your face if he won. But if he lost, he was like, all right, I got you next season, or I got you next game, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Cam wasn't really like that. He was quiet when he lost at the press conferences. He didn't really want to take that many questions. I'm like, nah, bro, you got to eat that. You got to eat that up. They going to eat you alive if they notice you a sore winner, and the 1 or 2 times you do lose, or you don't know how to lose either. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Because it's not like every game he storms off, because obviously he takes his L's. Carolina, like that championship season, was crazy, but there was a lot of L's in Carolina as well. So it wasn't like Cam was soaking every game. But when he did, so it was like so much piling on about how he was a sore loser. And it's like, he's not like this every game. It's like, damn, after the Super Bowl, after they lost, when he didn't take that many questions, everybody had a comment on how he stormed off and didn't want to take questions. Like, damn, he just lost the Super Bowl. What you got a problem with? You feel what I'm saying? It's like, it's the Super Bowl. Why are you happy? You know what I'm saying?
Was the biggest stage. It was the biggest stage, and that was the biggest loss for him in the entire season. After all the parading, all the dancing, all the dabbing, and just the inexcusable arrogance, like, media ate him alive, because it's like, on the biggest stage, you folded. The whole team folded, damn near. But you're the quarterback, so you're going to get it the worst. You folded, and you quiet and don't want to talk after all the shit you was talking all season. Oh, yeah. That was just a recipe for disaster for Cam. So that was one thing I will criticize him on. It's like, bro, that was the biggest stage. That was the moment where you were supposed to talk and actually just eat your L. Like, you were supposed to just do that for real. But the fashion and the way he dressed and everything is like he brought the NBA into the NFL. Like, the way Russell Westbrook dressed, LeBron, James Harden, like, he brought all of that swag into the NFL that we don't really see with NFL players like that. The Cam Newton, the Odell Beckhams, the Lamar Jacksons to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, players in the NFL now are more used to just dressing however they want to. It's no more all business suits or all sweatsuits going into the locker room. You might have a feather hat with an open jacket vest on, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to put your pads on. So
Yeah. But I just want to go back to the Andrew Luck and Cam Newton point. First off, what has Andrew Luck ever won? Doesn't have an MVP. He hasn't been to a Super Bowl. He's been to the playoffs. That's cool. But Cam has been to the playoffs the same amount of times as Andrew Luck. They both have offensive line issues. That's something that a lot of people want to throw in your face. Oh, he didn't have an offensive line. Cam was over there running for his life over there in Carolina, but you ain't hear a peep over there from him. But Andrew Luck has so many excuses when it comes to that, man. So it's just like, why do we get the Andrew Luck over Cam Newton? Just white people. I just really want to know that answer. Why do we hear Andrew Luck? Because he was a better passer, but Cam was better with his legs, and he did get the ball where it needed to be when it counted. So it's like, where is the upper hand? And I can never understand that comparison. Just personally being a Cam Newton fan, obviously, but I can never understand that comparison because it's just like Cam is obviously the greater player in my opinion. And I couldn't even give an argument for Andrew Luck other than him just being a better passer. I couldn't give you another argument other than that, man. Because accomplishment-wise, stat-wise, dual threat quarterback, fashion forward, just the charisma he brings at the quarterback position, it's like I'm giving all that to Cam. I rock with Andrew Luck. Nothing against Andrew Luck. I don't thought he was going to be a Carolina quarterback at one point before he pulled out in his junior season. But it's just I still don't see it, man. Cam is just a greater quarterback. And I don't understand why people don't.
I'm telling you, bro, it's just the traditional QB with the professionalism, and he's really good. Like, really good. He's professional, and it fits the tradition. That's why you see a lot more people in the football world say Andrew Luck over Cam Newton because he checks all the boxes. He don't check nothing extra. Just check and do his job. Cam check all the boxes that need to be checked. Check everything outside of the boxes. Yeah. 10 with everything. And they don't want that. They like, nah, bro, just be a quarterback. He like, no, I'm going to be the face of the franchise. I'm going to be the quarterback. I'm going to be the most fun player on the team. I'm going to be everything. They're like, no, that's not what a quarterback is.
That's true, bro. That's true. And it's funny, bro, because I really want Cam to succeed for another reason, just to shove it in Carolina's face, bro. Y'all already hold my man by letting him go late into the free agency where he really couldn't get a spot where he wanted to get, couldn't get paid like he wanted to get paid. So I really want him to rub it in Carolina's face. Carolina already not going to have a good season. Playing in the NFC South, you got the Saints, you got the Bucks, you got the Falcons. It's like they already not going to have a good season. But I want him to really stuff it in their face. Like, y'all really let me go too early, man. Because I'm going to show y'all I can be healthier and I'm fresher than I ever was, man. So, yeah.
And I'll say something to DeQuez. If DeQuez is watching this right now, you're a disrespectful person. You are so disrespectful. This man had the nerve to say the Panthers were going to be better than the Bucks. And the Bucks not making the playoffs. I was like,
this year?
Huh?
This year?
Yeah, like this upcoming season. He was like, the Bucks not making the playoffs, and you better hope that the Panthers don't beat y'all twice. I'm like, whoa, you're just being disrespectful. Like, you're being disrespectful. Like, the Panthers thing, I was like, okay, they might split with us because they're a division team. You know, division games always can sway one way or the other. But you said they're going to beat us twice, and we not making the playoffs? I was like, yeah, you're talking. You're just talking out your ass at this point. I had to put you on blast because that was just blasphemy.
Yeah,
that was blasphemy.
Yeah, because Carolina going to be something like 4-12, something trash.
Exactly. But I guess we're saying them 4 wins, 2 of them supposed to come from us. I guess. I guess that's what he's saying.
Nah, man, I can't see it. I can't see it. I rock with a lot of people in Carolina. I still got a little McCaffrey, DJ, Kurt, but y'all ain't got it no more. Luke left. Defense won't be the same. But also, this is something I wanted to say too. Cam Newton will be the first quarterback or the first person ever to pull some emotion out of that man, Bill Belichick. We have never seen this man have no emotion. Cam Newton, with his charisma and his energy, will be the first quarterback to bring some energy to Bill Belichick. I'm telling you, we're going to see a smile out of Bill mid-game. We're going to see a smile out of Bill. I promise you that.
I'll give you that. I'll give you a smile. We'll see a smile out of Bill. That's the most you gonna see.
Oh yeah, nothing crazy.
I bet you $5 will even see a smile.
I'll bet you $5 now.
I'll bet you $5 right
now.
We're
gonna get a smile out of Bill. That's what I'm saying. Cam.
Everybody remember this pod. Bill Belichick will not even smile. No matter what the score is, no matter what Cam on the field, Bill Belichick is not going to smile. I promise you.
He will be the first quarterback that makes Bill Belichick smile, bro. I'm telling you, he will, bro. Cam just got that energy where he can just pull you all into his happiness and his joy.
It's not going to happen. It's not
I'm telling you, bro. That's just Cam, bro.
Y'all got no emotion.
You gonna see
I've seen Bill Belichick tell a very funny joke and not even crack a smile. Like, how do you tell a hilarious joke?
I'm telling you, we gonna see it, bro. Are we talking about during the game, or are we saying like period? He ain't gonna smile.
Like period in general. Press conference, game, like whatever.
I think he gonna smile, bro. He gonna smile. I see it, man. So shout out to Bill, man. It's gonna be a good season for the Patriots. I'm happy.
Talking about the man who let his dog watch the draft board. Like we're talking about that.
Yeah, facts. We gonna see. Cam gonna bring a different energy to that team. It's the new era Patriots, man. New era Patriots. And also, we got some news that the Lakers have signed J.R. Smith to us. Yeah, end of a season contract. So, how do you feel about that?
I like Avery Bradley over JR, and I know everybody still trying to kill JR for the dumbass mistake he made. I don't even like thinking about it sometimes because I just be wanting to punch him in the face with his own Henny bottle. But who better to grab in this situation other than Jay Crossover? We all know Jay Crossover needs to be on the roster, but other than him, why not pick JR? You know what I'm saying? I said this before. His relationship with Bron is solid. Like who else know how to click with LeBron instantly, no matter how long they ain't been playing together, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. Who better to pick than JR to play with LeBron? He get it. LeBron get him. He already know what role he finna be, and he clutch in certain situations. We know JR, so
that's true. I agree with you, man. They really didn't have that many options, like you said, other than Crawford. So J.R. Smith was the best out of really a bad situation when it comes to signings, especially at the guard position, because I couldn't think of anybody else really that they could pick up. So J.R. Smith, he can bring defense at times. He can hit the occasional shot. It really isn't consistent. But like you said, he clicked with LeBron. LeBron knows him. So it's like, yeah, he's going to get his minutes here and there. But like I said, Caruso will be the big beneficiary of Avery Bradley not playing in this restart. Caruso, Alex Caruso, man. They already have good synergy, him and Bron. I want to say, what was the stat? Caruso has the best plus minus when he's on the floor with Bron, like in the league. He has the best plus minus. So, yeah, it's something crazy. Some crazy stat out there with Caruso and Bron. So, I really think the Caruso lineup with Danny Green, Bron, AD, and JaVale is really going to skyrocket NBA restart. And that's something that we should look forward to. So, Edgar, any more comments before we get out of here, man?
No, y'all know my prediction with Cam to Atlanta. So, I got that off my chest.
Yeah. And give us a record. Give us a record for what you see the Patriots being this season.
For the Patriots, I say 10-6.
Same.
Solid 10-6.
9-7, 10-6. 9-7, 10-6. I see the same.
10-6 with the second position in the AFC East.
Yeah, with the first for me. I see the Bills being probably the same record though.
You think they're gonna be first with 10-6 or 9-7?
Yeah. 10-6, yeah.
We're expecting the whole division to just be trashed.
I'm telling you, bro, they gotta play against the NFC West. They gonna have Seattle on their schedule. I'm talking about the whole AFC East. They got Seattle. You got San Fran. You got the Baltimores. You got the KCs. You got Pittsburgh on your schedule. So it's like you got some games on your schedule now that it's not going to be easy for you. It's not going to be easy for either of those teams, the Patriots or the Bills. It's not going to be easy. But I still see a 10-6 for both. 10-6, 11. No, 10-6, 9-7 for both.
I was just saying that because you said they was going to win the division. So I'm like, if you think they're going to win the division with 10-6 or 9-7, what you think everybody else for that?
But I'm saying it's gonna be like a tie. It ain't gonna be nothing like the drop off. Probably like a 10-6 for the Bills, 10-6 for the what's the name for the Patriots, or 6 for the Patriots, 9-7 for the Bills. Something along those lines. It's not gonna be like a big difference between 1 and 2 in the AFC East. It's not. It's gonna be close because the Bills got a defense now. And like you said, I like Josh Allen as well. He has to work on his decision making. He got the arm strength. He looks like a Cam Newton 2.0. He's fast as hell, but he got to work on the decision making. Like we see in that Houston game, man. They had the lead. Weren't they up 17-0 in that game against Houston? Yeah, in that game against Houston. So, and the decision making he really folded in that last second half. So that's something we're going to see. But they got the defense. Defense is stout, though. They was top 3 last year. So they definitely have it. And but yeah, that's all I had to say, man. Definitely see a tight AFC East. But I'm glad Cam on the Patriots, man. So let's clap it up for Cam, man. Finally found a home. So I'm just happy for my man, bro. I'm just happy for him. So Edgar,
hey, well, before I even hit y'all with the social media, Cam Newton, use your platform. You only got to do it once. Say something about Colin Kaepernick getting back in the league.
Oh, I forgot to even mention him. Yeah.
This is a good reason right now on how the NFL can let Cap back in the league. You let Cam back in, and he didn't come in automatically with the starting job. We just know that he's going to get the starting job. Mm-hmm. So why not integrate Kaepernick into the Patriots? Why not integrate Kaepernick into any other team in the NFL just as a backup? You don't even need to be a starter. Like, just as a backup. Put him on the roster. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say. Cam, use your platform now that you're back in the league to say something about Colin Kaepernick. Because I feel like they're going to ask him. Yeah. Cap should be back in the league. Like I said, he was supposed to have not a Clippers, but a Chargers workout soon. I know he's supposed to have one soon. But, yeah, that would be a good backup for Cam, too. Somebody with the same play style, you know what I'm saying, dual threat ability. So I would like him to be on the Patriots. I wouldn't mind that at all. So, yeah, hit him with the social media. You can follow us on Twitter at QE Podcast 1. You can follow us on Instagram at Q_and_E_podcast. You can follow and like our Facebook page, Q&E Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click that subscribe button and click the notification bell for all so you can see whenever we drop episodes. And our email address, QANDEpodcast@gmail.com. Email us for any questions, concerns, business inquiries, fan mail, anything that you guys want to say to us. That's our email. We are part of Blue Collar Media Group and MTMV Sports Podcast. Check out both of those platforms to check out anybody else doing podcasts or writing posts or anything like that. There's tons of people out there just like us trying to get their podcasts off the ground. So feel free to check out either of those platforms. You can follow my Twitter at EdgarMartin97. You can follow Quincy at Q_Hicks3. And you can follow my IG at EdgarMartinOfficial. And yeah, and subscribe to all our podcast platforms, man. We're on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. And yeah. Oh, also, before we get out of here, Cam Newton, man, I just want to say this. It's only so many people that could have replaced Tom Brady. And I think Cam Newton is one of the few that could only replace him. Like, you had to accomplish something in the league. Cam obviously got the MVP, he's been to the Super Bowl. And I think he was one of the best options that they could have had to succeed a Tom Brady, man. So that's really what I wanted to say as well. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, Quincy Hicks on YouTube. First name that pop up. Got the little tag, got the little profile picture now. You got the little, what you call the thing? The film. You'd be like, yeah, I know. Got that little, he got that little shit in the Abbey or whatever. So subscribe to my channel, man. Come on with videos. Got 2 of them dropping this week, bro. So definitely be on the lookout for those. And we appreciate y'all for listening. Peace.